No, not at all. It's serious.
Coach, obviously last year the Big East, all the things that go into that, to go out and winning your last Big East conference title, that's pretty special.
It's really special. It's on many different levels. You know, I've been a head coach 13 years. This is my 6th regular season championship, and this one feels, right now this one feels nicer than any of the rest of them. It's special because, you know, the Big East, as we have known it, is ending. And Georgetown won the first one, and then Georgetown's won the last. And so it means a lot.
Syracuse goodbye.
Coach, it's always good in the game of basketball. You're playing your best basketball at the most important time. So how do you feel about where your team is entering the Big East tournament and subsequently NCAA tournament?
We're going to enjoy it. Normally I sit here and say, we're going to enjoy this win until we get back to campus and start focusing on the next game. Since I'm not sure who we're going to play the next game, we're going to enjoy this one the rest of today. And then we'll come back to earth and get refocused. I mean, one phase of the season is over. You know, the regular season is a phase. We accomplished what we wanted to with that. Then the Big East tournament is the second phase. And then the NCAA tournament is the next phase. So as it relates to that, hopefully, you know, we can keep getting better. We're better today than we were last week. And hopefully we'll do better next week than we are this week.
What made you go back to Maine in the first half after the game?
We were guarding them better man-to-man in our zone. You know, they are well coached, and they made some adjustments, as he always does, to how we were attacking their zone, our offense. So they took a lot of things away that we got up in the dome. And I just thought our guys, we were guarding. We were guarding. They weren't getting anything easy. And so we just stayed man-to-man.
You hold those guys to 39 points. I think it was 36% field goal shooting percentage. It's got to feel good. That's got to be more than just good defense. I mean, the guys have to own that, right? They have that mentality of defense. They've got to own that, right?
Georgetown defense?
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's what it is. I mean, our guys have owned it. We've been pretty. You've heard me say after almost every game, we've been pretty good defensively most nights this year. And our guys take pride in not only the one-on-one challenge of I need to stop my man, but the understanding that the other 4 people have to support. And they've done a great job, I've said this all year, of helping each other.
John, you grew up with this rivalry with your father, obviously. How much sweeter does that make it to beat them? And it's he got one, and the first one, you got the last one.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
You grew up with the rivalry with your father, so how much sweeter is that? Because, he got a few, and now you've got the last one. It's sort of a...
That makes it very special. I mean, there's no doubt that makes it very special. You know, in our group, let me just say this, because I want to talk about winning this regular season. Now, I don't want anything to get clouded. It's not over. You know, we hope to go up to New York and play well and win that, and then we hope to play well and win the NCAA tournament. So what I'm about to say, I'm not saying we've accomplished our goals by any stretch of the imagination. You know, but when last year ended, I told this group we expect to win the regular season Big East championship this year. When the school year started, I told them again. When we were 0-2, told them again. And they listened.
You think your guys had a couple possessions in the first half where they might have overpassed, didn't take open shots, whereas in the second half they took shots?
I can't remember right now, Ron. By nature of the question, I guess the answer is yes. But I honestly, I cannot remember right now.
Coach, you sent Otto into the zone, around the free throw line. You made a lot of good decisions today from there. Did you feel that, if you could have, maybe the ball could have found him more, the game would have gotten, more secure earlier on? It seemed like a lot of times guys were hesitant to try to get the ball in there.
Well, it's fine, it's cool. that sounds good, the two of us sitting here. They know we wanted to get it to him in the middle, and they did a very good job of not letting us do that. And so it's not just a question of, hey, Otto, go stand in the middle, throw it to Otto, make a play. They were trying to take that away. In the second half, collectively, we figured out and found some different ways to enter it into him, which opened some things up, which is why we were able to get it to him more successfully in the second half than we were in the first half. And then once he got in there, they were almost matching up man-to-man with him. And so, as he has done, as all of our guys have done, he was able to then start picking them apart and finding open guys, open teammates.
You used to talk about Starks and ESR shooting threes to alleviate concerns over the fact that Otto didn't even take a shot in the first 12 minutes.
Well, I said this, I may have said it to you. When we played up there, obviously Otto had a terrific game. But as you look at the tape and prepare for this game, something, and you can't go into this second game and say, Otto's just going to do the same thing all over again. But one thing, as I prepared, scouting report and prepared the game plan, I felt that both of these guys, Markel and Devontae, up there got open looks that they normally make. And I was pretty comfortable and confident that if we got them the same look, they weren't going to shoot like they did up there. And so them making shots, the fact that how they were focused in on Otto, they got open looks, their teammates throwing the ball, they put the ball in home.
If you could take one more about the significance of winning your regular season title.
You promise it's just going to be one, you're speaking to everybody?
One for me. Given what you've come to know about the Big East as we know it in your years here, what to you does it say to come through a regular season in this 16, 15, whatever variation there is now, league, and have the best record? That
I think it does. I mean, you have to be a resilient team because this conference is full of terrific coaches, terrific players. It's an outstanding conference. So to come out and end up on top, you have to be a resilient team.
You said you get butterflies. How did this game with this magnitude?
You know what? This is crazy. I called my wife this. We stayed at a hotel downtown last night, and last night, maybe definitely for the first time this year, I went to bed, was knocked out, and didn't wake up until we had to go to breakfast this morning. So I slept well last night. We were prepared. We were prepared for this game. Our guys understood what it meant, and I knew we would come to play.
Was there ever any, concern, Coach, that answer being what it is, and yet when the student athletes walk out on the floor and you see Patrick Ewing, Lonzo Ball,
David Wingate.
David Wingate, Michael Graham,
Mike Hancock, John Durham.
Was there ever a concern of the list goes on and on?
Mark Tillman.
Was there ever a concern with
Jesse Sapp.
Good point. Just how would they harness the emotion of the game?
No, I wasn't concerned about that. These guys understand the history of Georgetown basketball and tradition, and they were ready to play. And so it's an emotional day. It's an emotional game because of everything that was at stake. It's emotional on many different levels because it's just the last regular season home game for this team. It's the last time that we're going to play Syracuse as conference opponents, which this rivalry, this tradition has meant a lot to us and to them. And C is you're playing for the title. So that's as much weight as having Pat Alonzo and Sid Snarevich sitting there. I would say it's a pretty good company right there.
With the Big East morphing into like this 16-team league, do you think that the Big East is harder to win today than it was in your dad's day?
Make sure you hide it.
Let your dad answer that question.
What do you think, Pop?
That's all right. I won't say it. There's ladies in when he was born.
Winning any conference is hard. Any year, in any era. To go through the regular season at any conference, any level, and to come out on top is hard. So there's no need to start comparing and contrasting that time to now.
Questions for the players?
Otto, did you feel a sense of urgency in the first half when the ball didn't seem to be coming your way, it seemed to be bouncing away from you almost? Given the nature of the Princeton offense and the fact that you guys share the ball at such a high level, did you know that the ball was going to come back to you eventually and your teammates going to keep you up?
You know the nature of the Princeton offense?
Actually, I do. I defended it in college.
You defended it in college.
A million times.
That's not qualified.
Did you feel a sense of urgency in the first half?
I mean, not really. I mean, we were up at the time. You know, as long as we kept it moving, you know, within the zone, I think we was going to get good looks. You know, we was knocking them down. So.
Excellent.
Markel, what does all this mean to you and to your teammates? I mean, all of it, the day, the game, the Syracuse, the regular season. Can you put it into context?
Well, first, let me say God is good. I think, you know, we can get all caught up in the hoopla, but all this wouldn't happen, you know, without the power of God. But to your point, this is outstanding. Obviously, like Coach said, we came into the season with a goal. And, you know, obviously, you know, a portion of the goal has been accomplished. But at the same time, you know, we still have a lot more of the season to play. But this means a lot. This means a lot to us. You know, obviously, all four of us, you know, everybody that's affiliated with the program can say that, you know, the same thing I'm saying. But at the same time, you know, we're honored and, you know, give glory to God.
Coach Mayotte said that we're clearly, I mean, obviously the biggest player of the year in his mind, but he said that, you know, for him, you're also the national player of the year. What do you think of that?
I mean, there's not to think about it. You know, you got your coach telling that you up there with the national player of the year. I mean, that just makes me want to work even harder. You know, just hear my name up there makes me want to continue.
You also say take the first of the NBA draft.
Bayham says it.
What's that?
See, normally people in this league start saying stuff like that when they want your best player to leave. That's normally, Coach Calhoun was the best at that. Best at that. You know, so since they're leaving, I don't know why he's doing it now. You know, but I agree.
Otto, you were held to 10 points, but obviously you contributed with the assists and the rebounds. But how comforting is it knowing that you have guys like Devontae and Markel who can step up on offense and make those plays?
I'm extremely confident in them. I mean, I know what they're capable of. And I know that, you know, with the right time, you know, they'll be able to knock down the shots. And so the whole game, I was just trying to, you know, get open looks for them, you know, putting pressure on defense, you know, with me in the middle, you know, making everything else okay.
Markel, how much did the atmosphere today help you your team?
It was a boost. I wish we can get turnouts like this when we play like teams early in the season rather than now. That would be fantastic, but, you know, we'll work on that. At the same time, it was, I mean, come on, you were in there. You know, you felt it. But I always tell you that whenever you come up to the school, you know, you can feel the energy in the building. It was great. It was great. You know, obviously, wish we, like I said, wish we could have had some of that early on in the year so we could be, you know, used to that type of environment. But it was great.
Markel, I couldn't catch up with you after practice yesterday. Is that because you were working on your shot?
No comment.
Markel, you guys had a couple of big defensive plays in the first half. You and Devontae too, a couple of big steals. Do you think that helped keep your offense going as well? You were adding confidence from that?
I mean, it definitely helped me get going. Just, you know, keep bringing energy to my team, defensively and offensively. I just wanted to knock the shots down. Because I know the last game, you know, I had a lot of good looks at the basket. We just weren't falling. So this game, I just wanted to make sure I just found different ways to affect the game.
Although, what do you recall about your mindset and maybe that of the teams after the 0-2 start in conference play, and then you found out you were going to be without Greg?
I mean, as a team, we just adjusted to the situations. You know, we knew we was 0-2, but we didn't panic. You know, we came back the next game. You was extra focus, and from there on, extra focus for the rest of the years.
Anything else?
Well, Coach, I told you you want to reflect until you've accomplished some things, and I know the season's not over yet. But with what you had to overcome, I mean, losing the top 3 scorers, 0-2, ineligible, key player. I mean, you had to do a lot to change this team. Can you at least reflect a little bit now on the fact that all those things you had to do to change this team around on the fly, it produced something pretty good?
Yes, I can reflect on that. No, I mean, you summed it up. I mean, first of all, this group, they listen. They believe in each other. They believe in me. And if you have that, it's easy to figure things out. Because that's what it means. You got to figure it out. The things are going to be thrown at you on the court during the season and life. You got to figure it out. And this group, we've just for the task that's been at hand up until now, we figured it out. So yeah, you're right. There's a lot of adjustments that had to go on, and as I've said, I don't want to go into specifics, but this group's worked extremely hard and stuck. Not to say stuck together doesn't make sense, but they've supported. They've had each other's back, and made sure we found different ways each night to win games.
Coach, can you talk about real quick just the intangible nature of your team, and some of the things that some of the, quote, other guys do? I mean, when you go back and look at the film, you'll see Troward, who continues to get tip backs and loose balls, and Devontae, who obviously stepping up and playing. Can you just talk about the nature of the, quote, other guys and how important that is, not just this time of year?
Well, I think the main thing is no one has looked at it as you put it as other guys. Everyone has a role to play. Everyone's role is important. Obviously, Otto's gotten a lot of attention, and he should. But he understands, and all of us understand, everyone at locker room understands, everyone has a role to play on every night. Everyone has to do their job. And I think this group, top to bottom, across the board. You look at someone like Mikael Hopkins, who had the best year in the world, who comes in with 7 rebounds today, a couple of them when we need it. So I think all year, Jabril, the first time we played Syracuse, is penetrating and kicking the ball out was key. This time, as you said, he had a couple of key rebounds and a couple more where he couldn't grab the ball, was able to tap it out to a teammate. And so that's what I mean 2 or 3 questions ago. I said, you go in and you find a way to win. This group wants to win. I don't think anyone's thinking about themselves in that locker room. We're all just trying to figure out how can we win.
D, how does it feel to get the last dunk of the game?
Jabril got that.
Oh, what's it? Was it? Oh, okay, you got a twin.
Everybody knows.
You know I'm going to get that in.
Introduce yourself, please.
Timothy Stanfield, Slam Dunk Radio and Dunk TV. So you got 2 dunks.
Maybe, and I probably don't need to put maybe behind this. The best dunker I've ever seen.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
This is my question. I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right.